There's a tremendous stigma about the disease of addiction.
Because addiction is marked by shame and secrecy.
Drugs and alcohol steal families and individuals' self-awareness.
The reality of addiction is it's somebody's daddy. It's somebody's husband or wife or daughter.
There's a monster among us, and we're at war with this monster. We're losing up to 60 people a day from overdosing.
Unfortunately, the ultimate outcome is death if people don't seek treatment. Jails, institutions, or death is what we know to be the outcome.
People have been struggling with addiction. They just haven't had the ability to reach out and connect to resources. So now I think people are feeling more comfortable connecting with those resources, but we also have a pretty significant epidemic. So there's a need, but there's also more willingness in the community and with family members to seek out that support. So the Blanchard Institute was developed by my husband and I, and we really want it to feel like it's a family business. Every single person who works here was hand-selected. We want to provide the best care possible for clients as well as their family system.
At the Blanchard Institute, we're providing excellent patient care for substance use disorders.
We really treat the whole person at the Blanchard Institute. We provide different levels of care here. Our therapists do a great job of really listening and really trying to work with the client where they're at and help them in their journey.
Our care is very personalized. We want to take into account what the client needs and be able to provide that. We also want them to be treated with a lot of dignity. And so we've taken a lot of time and energy and pride in creating a facility where people come in here and they feel like it's home, because that's how we want them to feel.
It's a place for healing, and it's a place for people to go where they feel safe and can really work on their issues that they're going through.
Comprehensive long-term family support is really vital in the long-term success of patients, and I really wanted to make treatment easier, more accessible, and more comprehensive, more individualized, and more holistic.
My name is Edward Lopez, and I was an addict of pain medication and alcohol, which severely impacted my life. I lost my job, my marriage went into ruins, I almost lost the children, and I felt like that my life was just not gonna go anywhere.
Addiction really affects all aspects of a person's life. It affects their work or their school, it affects their family, it affects their friends. And I think that the one important thing to know about addiction is that it is a family disease.
What was really hard for me is that at the beginning, I thought I was lost. I thought there wasn't any hope. I thought, this is it for me.
A lot of patients feel very helpless and hopeless when it comes to this. So this monster among us, we're at war. We feel like somebody has to do something about it. This is one of the many options available for patients that are interested in a recovery program, interested in being free of drugs.
The turning point in my life was when I had a major car accident. At that point, it woke me up. And it impacted my life, and it said, I cannot continue this way. This has to be a wake-up call. And that's when I started looking out for help.
At the Blanchard Institute, we're looking to modernize treatment. Addiction used to be a one-size-fits-all, cookie-cutter approach, and unfortunately, many treatment providers still use that methodology.
We now know that there's a whole realm of wellness activities that they can do that will really enhance their recovery and help to keep them sober long term.
Some of the activities that a patient will partake in a typical treatment plan, it's a combination of emotional, spiritual, medical, mental factions that we look at. They'll have individual therapeutic opportunities, they'll have group therapeutic opportunities.
Now we know that in recovery, things like yoga and Tai Chi and nutrition all play a really important role in people's recovery rather than just going to 12-step meetings.
My passion is being involved with the clients. So I do individual therapy, I facilitate the groups. I'm involved in program development because I want to make sure that we're aware of the current research, the current evidence-based practices, and that we're bringing them here for the clients.
There is a feeling here that you can't fake. There is a feeling of understanding and that whole mentality of you're not alone and that there is not anything wrong with you. We are not going to diagnose you.
And what I really like is that the therapy in the family sessions, they would help you with your family to cope with them. Because, sometimes your problem not only could be an individualized problem, but sometimes the issue can be also with family members not supporting you.
We have brought some cutting-edge treatment into our program. We use a biosound feedback bed to help patients learn to deal with stress reduction and also intrusive thoughts.
You lay there on that bed and you get the sensation and sound. It's like a relaxation from anxiety and stress. Very, very, very nice.
We're able to give patients a start. I think if you purge them off certain drugs, they are at a better place to think clearly, linearly, and hopefully in a program they can do something that's worthwhile.
And when you receive these types of treatments in the middle of your addiction problems, it helps so much.
All of these programs may not be for every person, but that's why we have them, is so we can pick and choose and help identify and cater each individual's treatment plan to their specific needs.
Our professional clinical team teach people how to enjoy life in recovery with sobriety.
The Blanchard Institute took me from my lowest point to now a better life. Now I feel the sun is shining on me every single day, and I feel better every single day as I live. And I just can't thank them enough for what they have done for me.